What's going on, people? It has been a very, very, very long time since I have done a Haikyu stream. But we back at it. We got Noah, what's going on? We got Shiwo, who says good morning. It is the afternoon for me. Zeblot's in the chat as well, finally back to Uncrowned with 12 stars. Let's go. I think I'm at 14? 15? Something like that. And then on Twitch we got, again, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Azin? I don't want to assume it's Asian, so I'm gonna say Azin. How we doing? We also got Mischievous Nova. Good evening to you. Alright, so what has happened? What has happened? So Kunimi came out. I'm not pulling for Kunimi, but I didn't do my stream when he first came out last Wednesday. I haven't done a team review video in like 2 weeks. I was supposed to do one related to Kuro. That didn't end up happening. I was supposed to do one related to Hinata this week, but he's also leaving, so I feel like it's not really I wouldn't say relevant. It's not really ideal, for being totally honest. So we'll try to get through some team reviews live today. If there are people in the chat who do want to get their team reviewed that have been waiting, then you can just put your Discord username. When we get to that section, that'll be in about half an hour. But I do want to potentially just go through some in general, just to see how people are feeling, because I know we're getting a lot of new players in the game, like new users, I should say, and so a lot of people are still discovering the channel and stuff like that. So I do want to still cater to that audience as well. So we will be doing all that. Are you pulling for Ushijima? I don't think so. Because the thing is, for me with this game, it's like, because it's so simulated, in terms of team building, I feel like it should just be your favorite characters. So I already have the UR Ushijima. That doesn't have his memory right now because of the the what's it called? The joint competition, I think it's called. But like I already have Ushijima. I have, he's not on here right now, but I do have Oikawa as well, if we're talking about my favorite characters. Bokuto's now here. You know, I have a Hinata, Sakuza. You know, like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, I'm not too pressed, I guess is the word. I'm not too worried about picking up specific characters now at this point in the game. As you can see, I have almost 30,000 diamonds. I am still playing the game every day for the most part. I forgot to do club contest again yesterday because I was live doing Kuroko's basketball, but I'm still doing my dailies, and so still collecting diamonds and stuff like that. I think the next character I do want to get is maybe just upgrade my Karai and Hirugami to their SP versions. I think I'll be doing that. Already did that. Yeah, again, I'm slacking on the club contest because I always forget. When we playing Kuroko's basketball, I might play it later. So right now it's 3 o'clock. I think I'm gonna be live for only 2 hours today. For Haikyu specifically. Then I'm gonna take a 2-hour break, and then we'll come back later. 7 p.m. Pacific my time for Kuroko's basketball. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Kogane tomorrow, right? I believe so. So let me read the news report thing, because I didn't read that actually. But from what I remember is I do remember seeing the screenshot, I think it was on Twitter, of the official Haikyu account saying that Kogane is coming tomorrow, which makes sense, right? When they first did it with the Ione, I had a feeling Kogane was gonna be the next one that they dropped essentially 1 week earlier than expected. So again, the timeline the timeline of the SP characters coming out has been skewed a little bit, but it looks like they are going in order. Like they're still going in the same order, that we're expecting. It's just that they're coming a little bit earlier than potentially expected. Can you show the build of SP Bokuto? I can do that. I'm pulling Ushijima, but I don't know if I should get Kunimi memory or his SP memory. So again, I don't know too much about memories ahead of time. Memories and skill resonance, I don't know too much about in terms of the characters that are yet to come out. But the characters themselves, kind of what they do is it's well documented. But we'll get into his memory, Kunimi's and stuff. I guess I'll do a quick review. I won't do like my full-blown like review as if it was the Wednesday where he came out. K&B stream is perfect when I'm eating breakfast. There you go. Which bond has the new SP Kunimi? That's a good question. Again, I don't know. So even though I've been playing every day since last Wednesday, I have not taken one look at the Kunimi, his skills. The only thing is he's good because if you do get him at skill resonance 2 though, so you need to pull 3 copies. So if you have a lot of diamonds saved up, that could be something that you could do. But at skill res 2, I believe he recovers stamina when he's on the bench. So he doesn't need to be on the court. I believe that's how it works. Dante, I always get this wrong. It's you. I always choose this one. SP Kogane has bonds with him. Okay. This would be Nakoma. Which team did Shirtozawa play in the finals? Wait, oh yeah. So we're just doing our dailies first, and then we'll get into team reviews in a little bit. But yeah, like I said, probably not going to be live for 3 hours like I usually am because I'm starting a little bit later in the day. I think I'm just going to do 2 hours today. And then we'll come back in a little bit for Kuroko's basketball. Do you know who the next zone character is? I don't know, but if I'm guessing, I'm gonna guess Midorina. I always forget. The problem is with this game is I always log in too late. I've only done one match guess so far. I'll get into that in a second. Holy, we got a big old message on Twitch. Alright. I started with 40 pity and was using my SP tickets to get the player boost card and cheer team pack from the Kunimi event. I already had 2 player boost cards and was trying to get a third, so I could boost all 3 of Oikawa, Ushijima, and Kurai if I managed to pull them when they come out. At around 35 pity, I pulled Kunimi for the first time. I kept going, hoping to build my pity back up to around 60 to 70, but as I got close to 70, I pulled Kunimi again. I genuinely wanted to cry at that point. I tried to reset and build my pity again, but in my very next 10 pull, I got Kunimi again, and to make it worse, earlier on, I had already pulled Kenma and even got Aaron twice. Wow. Well, if I read that correctly, that is a skill res 2 Kunimi, so at least, even though you didn't want him, you pulled the optimal version of him. So there's at least that. If you want to be, you know, if you want to have a glass half full mentality. I said that weird. So it's not the end of the world, but your pity situation, I believe, now has reset to 140. So that's a little unfortunate. Oh, I didn't do specialty trial. We can do that. I always like doing like specialty trial or club contest if possible on stream. Just so, because people always ask me like, how do you get such a high score? And I'm like, I don't know. I just be doing it. Somebody said the Bokuto build. I forgot to show that. Player development. So if we go to his potentials, I have 4 piece of morale surge. So because when he's spiking, increase your team morale by 5 points. And then when he's in team morale awakening, increase player awareness by 10% and strength by 20%. Obviously, he can only do his ultimate in team morale awakening, so that's just going to boost his score when he does that. And then I have 2 piece of awareness enhancement, increase awareness by 7.5%, because we want him to crit as much as possible for things like specialty trial and club contest. Heavily focusing on strength though. As you can see, I got double strength there. I have attack technique there. I have double power attack with receive there. There's awareness and strength in the substats for that one. This one has attack technique. And then the first one has 3 powers with a little bit of receive. So that's like the main part of the build. He has his own memory at level 80 as well. And for me, his skill has 2. So that is the build. How we doing? What's going on, Noah? You're already playing with fire at that point with the 40 pity. Yeah, that's the only thing. Is you should probably... For me, honestly, I stop at 80. I think it's actually at 60 though that the soft pity starts. I think something like that. No, it's not the end of the world, but man, my SP tickets have gone from about 180 to like 43, but I have brought my pity back to like 83. Too scared to do another 10-full. Yeah, I can understand why. What's going on, Deku? It's been a very long time, but we back. Do you think Ushijima comes soon? Ushijima should come in a month. While this peak challenge is going on in the background. If you aren't part of the Discord, the link is in the description down below, or if you're on TikTok, the link is in the bio of my profile page, but you do have to export the link to your local browser. The integrated TikTok one doesn't let you join the Discord for whatever reason. But if we are in the Haikyu Fly High section here, the general chat, we go to the pinned messages. As you can see, if it wants to load, things will blur. There you go. So Ushijima's June, but the Oikawa trio starts in May. That's the idea. So the order, like so far, from Hinata all the way down to Kogane has been correct, but the day now, like the dates associated with the characters could change. So evidently, originally it was supposed to be 29th of April for Kogane, but now it's the 22nd. So anybody like maybe wondering about Karai Hirugami, looks like it's gonna be 1 week earlier than this potentially, maybe so July, August-ish. Oh, look at that, we won. When are you gonna do team reviews? In about 30-ish minutes. It's a block team, it's probably a power team. I do like having an advantage. I try to find an advantage in a team rating lower than me. So I need either a receive team or a quick attack team. This one's 204. This one's 203. Let's try this one. Should I save diamonds now for Oikawa and Ushijima? Yes. If you're gonna start saving, it needs to be now. Ryan says, what is your future team plans? Right now, the only characters I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pulling is the SP Hirugami and the SP Korai. Other than that, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of the repeats that they're doing, so like Tenma, the Nishinoya, Hinata. I don't think I'm going to be pulling for them, even though they could technically be better than the original SP ones that came out. There's Tanaka Yamamoto I think I might pull for, but the thing is they're pretty close to Karai Hirugami, so I don't know if I'll be able to, but if I can, I might get those guys. Are you making a video about the school festival trio? I don't know if I'll definitely be live. Well, actually no, I can't say definitely since last week, but for the most part I'll try to be live for them coming out. I don't know if I'll do a specific video for them because I don't know if I'm gonna pull them, but I think I would definitely make a video for Karai Hirugami. I started the game a week ago and I got saved 17,000 gems. Is that enough for an SP? And which one should I go for? It depends on the pity situation. So like, if we go to the recruit screen, so guaranteed in. So my pity is 126. So with SPs, I believe it starts at 140. So 17,000. I can't do the math. Whatever 17,000 divided by 150 is. You can do the math, and then if you have enough tickets to get to 140, I'd say honestly, you have to prepare for worst case scenario, which is you have to use all 140 of your pity. But I'd say realistically, probably like 80 to 100. I think, for the most part. So 100 is 15,000, I believe. I make this 100. Yeah, so that's 100 tickets right there. So 17,000. Yeah, you have 17,000. Should be enough to pull one character. But the thing is, with these SP characters, you do want to try to get them with the people they're paired up with. That way you can get the most out of them. So that's why I said like Kurai and Hirugami. Now, if we're talking about just straight up individual characters, like the Kurai is probably the best one that's coming soon. Ushijima's not a terrible one either. But like Oikawa, for example, you want to pair him up with Iwaizumi or Ushijima. I'd say the Mia twins, you want to get them together, of course. Who else is coming out there? Tendo is okay if you don't have a middle blocker, but again, the Hirugami is like right there, so I'd just wait for that. But yeah, there's a lot out there. At the end of the day, I would just get characters that I like. That's what I'm doing anyways. What is your favorite song? Ooh, that's a good question. I think all time, I'd say Love Yours by J. Cole. But right now, the song I'm listening to the most is Dance With Me by Bruno Mars. I really like that song. Is 35,000 gems and 60 tickets enough for 3 SPs and 2 memories? So if 100 is 15,000, that means that 200 is 30,000 plus your 60, so you have 260. So that should get you 2 SP characters. So it depends on what your pity is right now. If your pity is low right now, you should be able to get 3 characters. I don't know about the memories. What's going on, Irwins? I'd say pull SP Kenma version 2 and Lev. That's perfect. That perfect combination is what you mean? It's just busted. Oh, that perfect conversion. Yeah, no, it is a conversion. Yeah, it's just busted and players with quick attack tag gets a receive skill from their bond. Yeah, I think ideally, if I was starting a new account today, I'd probably wait for that Kenma, Lev, Yamamoto, and Tanaka, like all 4 of them, if possible. But yeah, they're good. I will say that they're good, but in terms of like my account and what I'm going for, not necessary. Bro, anybody? You're 209. Oh, you're received with the twins. What the heck? Interesting. Probably block. Oh, you're received. You receive with him. Oh, these two are blocking already? Kinda like that. So if anybody is new here, please feel free to leave a follow or subscribe depending on what platform you're on. Leave a like as well, as it helps with the algorithm, pushing my videos and stuff out to new people. The YouTube algorithm, it'll show that like, oh my god, people actually like this guy's videos. Mischievous Nova says, but in this, my most recent pulls, I got Kita and Tanaka in both back-to-back recruit. tickets, so I am happy for that, as I didn't have those players. And Zumi. Yeah, I think... Is there an SSR I don't have? Not sure. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you've been well, man. Yeah, I've been good for the most part. You know, last couple weeks have been not great in terms of like trying to do more videos and stuff like that. But hopefully, like we did a stream yesterday on Kuroko's basketball. We're doing today Haikyu, and then later today, I think I'm doing Kuroko's again, and then tomorrow, I'll try to do a Kogane stream. Because there's nothing happening in Kuroko's tomorrow. Because typically the new banner was supposed to happen, but they extended it by another week. So the next zone character will come out next week. So hopefully, I'm not scheduled for work, so that we can actually do that. Ethan's in the chat. What's going on? Bro, I'm getting smacked up. Absolutely smacked up. Hold on, the comeback. Can we push it one more? Let's see. You're gonna rotate into the back. So you should come out for you. Let's see. I think Tokyo comes out. I don't remember. And you. No wait. Yeah, that's fine. And then. Because we are in Team Morale Awakening now. Actually, do I want to do that? So Kenma will be here. Kageyama will be here. Rise here. Is Sakuza? Yeah, Sakuza goes into the front. Yeah, hopefully. I still have a lot of SSR. Okay, that just ended. That was anticlimactic. I still have a lot of SSRs. Don't have anyone from Shiratorizawa. Don't have the Inurazaki Libero. Don't have Yaku. Don't have the middle blocker from Inurazaki. So, yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Where am I in peak? 274. Not bad. Not bad. Let me collect more stuff here. And then we will do this. Fly through this real quick. Who's gonna be the best zone character to pull? Well, it's zone / SP, because there's like the regular Generation Miracles / Kagami and Kuroko, and then there's the like limited version of them. So you have to throw in the Akashi, you have to throw in the Midorima, and you have to throw in Kisei, even though they're not technically zone versions, like Murasaki Bara, like what's his name, Kagami and Aomine. But I think at the higher levels right now, the zone Aomine is really strong, and the zone Murasaki Bara is really strong. And definitely when the Kisei comes out, you're gonna be seeing a lot of Kisei users. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. The Midorima, I think it's, I don't know. He's a question mark for me. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of people use Akashi and Kiseis. So I don't know. I think Kisei, because so he can use every single Generation of Miracles skills. So he has the Thor's Hammer, but it's faster than the Murasaki Bara one, because when he does it, he doesn't get the blackened screen slowdown effect. So he has essentially a faster zone, a faster Thor's Hammer. He has the Aomine Drive, the one where he goes like back and forth, I believe, or some sort of version of Aomine's Drive. He has Akashi's Ankle Breaker with Emperor, I think. And then he has mid-rim as 3, where if he's considered wide open, it'll go in every time. So it's just one of those things. And then he has his own like abilities and stuff too. So you combo all that together, he's a really good character. Would you say the Jazz Trio will be worth it, or should I get the Festival Trio? Me personally, I would go Festival. I think the Jazz Trio is, I don't know, it's not necessarily the case where every new character is are better than the ones they previously released, but I think you also have to consider the team types and stuff like that. So there's a lot of there's gonna be a lot of power teams, because right now you have Beast Trio, then there's like Kunami's out, then Festival Trio comes out, so there's a lot of power teams. And then now with people having Kurosu Kishima, Jazz Trio is block based. I think block teams are going to be stronger, but I think there is a world where you can get both potentially, because there is a big gap, because right now Ushijima and them are supposed to come out May, June, and then that trio, the Jazz one, won't come out to the fall, I don't think. So with that being the case, that's like 3 months of saving. Haikyu Fly High is really dry at this point. We need this multiplayer. Well, that's why I'm playing Kuroko's a lot, because of that multiplayer aspect. Like literally when we play Kuroko's basketball in the stream, the first hour is us just playing together. Like we're not even playing ranked, we're not going super try hard, like we're just playing with people in the chat, and you know, we're just having a blast, right? If Haikyu had a version like that, then that'd be crazy. Hi bro, I got Kunami now and my diamonds are gone. I think only Oikawa is I'm getting, not Iwai and Ushijima. I was getting like 3 of them, but Kunami is good too. Yeah, Kunami is serviceable as well. Oh shoot, I need to recover stamina. Is there a global release date? I don't, as of right now, no. So the thing is, with a game like that, you need servers, and right now there's Japan, which again you don't need to go to different countries to set up the servers, right? Like that's literally, it's just Japan. Same thing with China, and then right now they have North America and Southeast Asia. So I think the issue with a global release is you need to go to like various parts of Europe to set up servers and stuff like that to get good connection. So I think with a small, well, I don't know how big the company is, but I would say relatively small company, that's gonna take some time. Where can I send you my team and get an opinion? In the Discord, so the link is in the description down below. And then during the onboarding process, you just have to select the Haikyu part specifically, then you'll get access to all the channels. And then under Haikyu Fly High Team Reviews, you create a new thread, I guess, or a new forum. No, the forum has threads. You create a new thread, and then you post the picture of your team there, as well as whatever you want, like whatever comments you want to put. It's like November or something for them. Okay, so that's Jazz. Yeah, that was Jazz. But then going for Winter Sport Duo and contemplating Atsumu and Osamu. I wanted to get the twins because I didn't get their UR version. So similarly to Bokuto, how I didn't get his UR version, and those are the only characters I think in the game that I don't have at all, like any sort of rarity. Like, let's see. Like I have, at least I have like this version of Kunami, you know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, like Bokuto here. I don't have the UR one, but I got the SP one. Yo, Zenji, I got everyone. I don't have the twins. So that's why I was like, I'm considering it, but I don't know. Let me do my practice matches. Right now I'm doing, what's it called? I'm doing potential essence. I don't even know how much I have. So I have 9.3 million XP. I got 92 gold. How do I check essence? That would be in potential, probably. I have 4.2 million. Holy shit. I should probably... Did I have boosts? I don't even remember. I have 1. So I should probably be doing memory stuff as well. So I think I'll do that. Either memories or training. I don't know. I'll figure it out. The menu music is always a banger. Well, the thing is, because I can play the menu music here, I will. In Kuroko's, the first stream got claimed due to copyright. I was like, what? Shout out to Zavad for the follow on Twitch. I was like, why the hell did I get claimed for copyright? And it was first the in-game music that they have that got copyrighted by friggin' Bandai Namco, whatever the hell it's called. And then the menu ones also got claimed as well. Whenever like the menu did play, that got claimed as well. I was like, oh my god. So that's why I usually play Ian's music in the background of my Kuroko streams. Before my Haikyu ones, I'm like, it's fine. Let's see. Yeah, let's do memory. It's so funny when you don't have like characters to upgrade and stuff. You're just like, all right, I guess I'll just grab all of this. How good will SP Ushijima be compared to the other wing spikers? Well, right now the best wing spiker in the game is technically Bokuto. I think there's no other SP one, right? Yeah, because it's Kunimi. The blockers came out. Yeah. So it's like Bokuto, Kunimi, and then Ushijima and Iwaizumi. I'd say he's definitely more consistent than Bokuto for sure, because Bokuto only really cares when he's in Team Morale Awakening. So I'd say he's better than Bokuto. I think he's better than Kunimi, because Kunimi is more of a support character, if I'm being totally honest. But you could say Kunimi is also more consistent than Bokuto. It's really just with the Iwaizumi at that point. And again, I actually don't know too much about that Iwaizumi. I sent my team. Alrighty, we'll take a look at it after this. Could you review SP Kugane? I'm not gonna do like a pre-review, but I think I'll be live tomorrow. Live when he first comes out, and then we'll do like a full-on breakdown like I usually do. I wasn't able to do it with Kunimi this time, unfortunately. But I should be fine for tomorrow. I don't know if it's better to go for Oikawa and Iwai or twins if I take the Hoshiumi duo after. It kind of just depends on your account, because with the Karai, with the Karai Hirogami duo, they're kind of similar to what's it called? Tsukishima and Kuro, where you can kind of put them in any team, especially the Karai, because he has all 4 tags. And at that point, it's like, okay, if I already have power, I might want to go with the twins. If I have quick, I might want to go with, you know, the Oikawa one. You know what I mean? You aren't partnered with them? So I'm not partnered with them. I am part of their like creator program, where like I do have like the QR code, for example, for people to scan and stuff, but that doesn't remove me from copyright stuff. I can still easily get copyrighted because that's to do with the company who composed the song, not the game company specifically, because they paid for the rights for the music, but I didn't pay for the rights for the music, so technically it being on my channel is not allowed. So that's why it got copyrighted. I feel like getting the twins as Noya's version 2 gets a setter ult when there's 3 set type players. I haven't... The last characters I looked at briefly were the version 2 Kenma. And they looked really like crazy. Like the debuffs and the conversion to perfects and stuff like that was crazy. But I have not seen anything about the Jazz trio other than that they're block type. Kudmi is like really good. Most of my strong opponents get 50% stat debuffs because of exhaustion. I was able to beat 15k points stronger teams than mine. Ooh. Somebody said, Emder said, I heard Kogane will get a chain pack. Is that true? I wonder if the news has that. So his player and memory does come out tomorrow. Oh yeah, right there. I only have SP Kuro and Suki at the moment. So... that's a tough one. Because I guess the twins would make more sense at that point, because you do twins plus Tsukishima, that's 3 quick players, and then one, I mean both Hirugami and Kurai are quick tagged as well, so then you would be a quick attack team. Whereas if you go power with Oikawa and Iwai, then you're missing one. So then it would have to be another character, right? So I guess the twins make more sense. Is Sakurai, is Sakura Kenma good? Yes, he's good. I think if you can combo him with the Hinata and the Tsukishima Kuro, that'd be ideal. Him on his own, though, is... I think there's better options out there. Is it going to come out with him? Yes. So they're doing the same thing they did with Ione. So what they did with Ione is they released the chain pack and his banner. So you can either do pulls to reduce your SP pity, or if you do want to purchase the Ione chain pack, you can do that with Star Gems. Will SP Hirugami be better than Suki? I think they'll be slightly different. I think Tsukishima again has the flexibility of being both defensive and offensive, whereas Hirugami, like you get the choice with Tsukishima. With Hirugami, he just kind of is, and I think to a lesser degree, if I remember correctly. So let me purchase all of this stuff. I think she's already maxed out. Oh no, she is not. Y'all are already maxed out, I know that. Let me get all this. Let's see. Oh, these are okay. So we'll pick all of these up. Oh, I still have to do specialty trial. I forgot about that. I think that's the last thing I have to do before we do the team reviews. Let's see. I think these guys are all done. Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're done. Alrighty, cheer store. We can, I think, get somebody after the special trial, so we'll come back to that. The game name is Haikyu Fly High. I'm gonna go broke. Oh no! Just remember, don't be me. If you're gonna get the whole chain pack, it doesn't get you to skill res 4. Because I forgot about the one Ione or one Kagane that you need to keep yourself. I was like, yeah, that's enough for skill res 4. Oh no, it's not. Okay, so what I'll do quickly, actually, before we do specialty trial, because I think that's the last thing I have to do. Let's look at the Kunimi real quick, for people maybe interested. I'm not going to do, again, like a full-on breakdown. I'm not going to read everything word for word. I'll just kind of give my opinion. So he's got power attack and receive as his top 2 stats. He's actually a decent blocker as well. So he's got reserve strength, so his power attack stats increase by 10%. When his stamina is below 80, his power attack gains an additional 12%, so you might want to combo that with the Sugawara if you have that. While Kunomi's on the court at the end of each round, if Kunomi's max stamina is greater than 80, if his max stamina is greater than 80, his stamina then decreases by 10 points, and then the current stamina recovers by 120. Sure, I guess. While he's on the court, for every 10 stamina points your side players lose, Kunimi gains 1 stack of conserve rating. So again, if you... Actually, while Kunimi is on the court, for every 10 stamina points your side players lose, Kunimi gains 1 stack. Each stack increase awareness by 7% up to 30 stacks. Can you... How many is that? Because if stamina is 120 to begin with, and then you play Sugawara with Kunimi, he cuts everybody's stamina in half. So that's like 60 per player. So 60 times... How many players on the court? 6? And then you divide that by 10. That'll definitely be way over 30. So... Oh, getting at most 10 stacks per round. Oh, that kind of sucks. Because I thought you can just do the 30 stacks immediately. Well, I guess that's... They had to nerf it somehow. Targeted defense performs a receive. Oh, okay, he has a receive ability as well. He's receive and power. Let's see. Your side's basic players stats increase by 10%, lasting for 2 net crossings. I believe that's the same thing as this guy right here. So he does 12% for 6 net crossings. Kudumi does 10 for 2. So not as good. His full potential is his training ability. Each time he recovers stamina, his power attack increases. Wait, each time Kunimi recovers stamina. Okay, so it's not like he gives stamina when he recovers stamina. Power attack goes up. End of each round, if it's below 80, he enters the decisive moment state. Interesting. While in decisive moment state, Burning Spirit's cooldown is reduced to 6 net crossings, so that's his ultimate. Okay. When his awareness exceeds 100%, for every 1% above, he gains strength instead up to 90. After entering the decisive moment state, the first 2 times... Wait, after entering the decisive moment state, the first 2 times Burning Spirit is used, its cooldown is reset. So he's a pretty good club contest character. Like, I thought he was good club contest just for the stamina replenishment. He's good on his own for that. So Burning Spirit, Kunimi consumes 8 additional stamina to perform Power Spike with 295%, so similarly to Aaron. When Kunimi stamina exceeds 50, the spike's power increased by an additional 50%. So exceeds 50, does that mean below or above? That means above, right? Pretty interesting. So for example, if you didn't have Aaron for a club contest and you're like, I don't want to build a skill res for Aaron, you might just want to pick up Kunimi. So skill res 2, full potential, condition modified. When Kunimi recovers stamina, change to while Kunimi is on the court. When your team recovers stamina, Kunimi is in decisive state and use the spike ultimate. Your players restore 3 stamina, and the player with the lowest stamina restores an additional 8. While Kunimi is on the bench, your players restore 8 stamina at the end of each round. So again, if you don't have a natural means to recovering stamina, like I think it's Kita, skill res 4, I think it's Yamamoto's training ability, and then there's obviously Sugawara, and I guess Aaron, if he's only skill res 1, then you can, there's stamina recovery that way, but you do have to get 3 copies to get his skill level to 6. So you have to keep that in mind. The skill res 4, while Kunimi is in the formation, I don't know what that means. Your player's base stats increase by 5%. Is that like either team or bench? While Kunimi is on the court at match start, his max stamina is reduced to 80 immediately. For every 1 max stamina reduced this way, his strength increases by 1% up to 120%. So that's 40%? I guess? At the end of each round, Kunimi recovers 15 stamina. If his stamina is below 40, he recovers an additional 15 for himself. So yeah, it looks like he will never get tired himself, which is always a good thing. And if you do have him at skill res 2, he also helps your team out. So overall, I will say a very good individual character. Somebody who's very unique. And a lot of people have received teams right now or power teams, so he would fit into that pretty well. And yeah, like I said, for newer people, if you don't want to spend your time on the select recruit just constantly building Aaron, even though he's still probably the #1 character for club contest, Kunimi is not far behind. Even at skill res 1, if you put him in the right team. See what the chat's saying. Yo, Spider-Man Beyond will be fire. Do you agree or not? It's gonna be fire. I'm very interested to see what direction they go with, because it looks like he's becoming a natural spider, which is interesting. Impulse Meow says, is there a UR banner out right now? There's not. It looks like they're just doing SP rebanners at the moment. I just posted my team for review. Alright, sounds good. Does Kunmi fit your team? My team specifically? Let's see, because right now I have the Libero coming out for Kurai. If I was doing club contest, for example, though, I think he would have to replace Aaron in my strategy. Actually, no, that's a lie. He would replace Bokuto in my strategy. And then whenever Team Morale Awakening happens, I would have to sub Bokuto in. So that's another sub use. So he wouldn't necessarily fit for me personally, but I could still find a way to use him, if that makes sense. My issue is that Winter Duo twins are in a row, then Jazz is a little later. Yeah, it's getting a little tight for the new characters. Why is it with my why is it when my Aaron spikes, he spends about 70 stamina? Because of this, I think. When performing a power spike, consumes 60% stamina. So you want to put him in a team where he recovers stamina. So there's this one. So you want to get as many second win stacks, so that he restores enough stamina at the end of each round. So again, that Kunimi does recover stamina. He's not on the bench right now, but there's Sugawara, the SP1, he recovers stamina. He does skill res 4, Yamamoto's training ability, all that stuff. Is the game free? Yeah, it is. It's on the App Store or Google Play Store. Flames is in the chat. What's going on? I'm watching while packing all my stuff. So are you going back in the fall, or were you just on campus for the first year? Where are the Oikawa version 2 leaks from? I don't know. I mean, just in the subs probably will make your team better. Oh yeah, for sure. Did you check the skill set of SP Ione version 2 and Kenji? Do you think they're good with no dupes? I did not see that. I knew that there was a Kenji coming out. I didn't know there's a version 2 Ione. Okay, so we looked at Kunmi. Let's look at his memory. So it's gonna be power and receive, of course. So again, for opposite hitters, it's a pretty rare position nowadays, because I guess the Ushijima hasn't been out for a while, and I think it's just Kunimi. It's the only other UR plus rarity at the moment. So increases the equipper's power attack stat by 12%. When the equipper stamina is below 80, their attack technique increases by 4%. Each time the equipper recovers stamina, their strength increases by 6%, up to 5 stacks. So, again, you combo this memory with Kunimi himself, and you're going to be scoring a lot in club contests. Somebody earlier asked if they should do the Kunimi memory with the Ushijima. I don't think so, because this first effect will happen when the equipper stamina is below 80. Their attack technique increases by 4%. Each time the equipper recovers stamina, their strength increases by 6%. That depends on the rest of your team. I don't think the Ushijima recovers stamina on his own. I'm just not sure though. I haven't seen it. But I do like the attack technique boost. Let's see. Flame says, I'm on res first year. I'm number 2 Aomine in ranking right now. I need one more game for number 1. That's crazy. Number 1 Aomine in the server. Alright, so yeah, let's do specialty trial real quick. Alrighty, so the specialty, it needs to be quick, which is my current team. Okay, so we're going to be subbing in Bokuto here. We're going to be subbing in Hirogami here. Eren here. And then Kakashi here. I think. So we're only allowed 4 subs, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Tanaka's unfortunately gonna have to stay. What would be worth it? The Libero or Daichi? I think the Libero. So we can increase power attack by 20% that way. Or with Nishinoya, it's 44%. That's just better. So what I'll do is I will substitute the Libero for the back row opposite hitter, which is already set to. So let's reset here. So anybody, I guess, wondering my thought process. So first, for specialty trial or club contest, you want your team to be at an advantage here. So that's why we have a quick attack team, because it's a block team opponent. And then you want to get a school bond. So as you can see, we have Karasuno. And then after that, you want your Libero to have Shinji's memory, ideally at rank 5, but even rank 1 is fine. And then we want, and then for my team specifically, so I have Eren, he's gonna be my main scorer. And then we're gonna have Akashi set, because when Akashi sets, it's almost guaranteed to be critical. And then the way I have my Eren built, it's mainly on strength, so that way the critical hits when it happens, the strength multiplier will be as high as possible. And then we have Bokuto in the back, because when in Team Morale Awakening, if Akashi sets to him, it's pretty much a 1 million score. We have Tanaka here as well at skill res 4, so when he's at skill res 4, as you can see, when scoring with his ultimate, your side gains 40% power attack. For 1 set, and in specialty trial and club contest there is only 1 set, so it lasts for the whole thing. And then Hirogami, we have blocking because of his ability here, so you have 4 stacks of immovable block, increase your next spike power by 15%, whether it's power or quick. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get it. Does SP Nishinoya have a bond with SP Hinata? Oh, does he? I think so. Wait. I'm not sure. And so we basically need to score the first point with Tanaka, so we're just going to keep resetting until that happens. What time is Kane B going to happen? So right now it's 4 o'clock. I'm planning on being live for another hour for Haikyu, and then I think I'll take like a 2-hour break and then come back for KNB. Let's see, Naka. All right, so we score with Tanaka. Now we're gonna make all our subs like this. I have SP Akashi and Ione, but no Bokuto. They feel so useless without him. Yeah, Bokuto really like ties them all together. Akashi's a good power setter, but how was that not what? The likelihood of Aaron's spike not being critical is actually lower. I think if I did the math right, it's actually lower if than it not. So that's crazy. Yeah, so Akashi is a lot better with Bokuto, for sure. So you ideally want to have that. Twice in a row is crazy. Twice in a row is actually crazy. I mean, because this is a specialty trial, it's not the end of the world because you only need 4 million. If this was a club contest, I'd be actually like, what the hell's going on? But for this, technically right now, I could just autoplay it and it'll get 4 million because I've done that before. There you go, almost 600k there. But now we're going into Team Morale Awakening. The thing is though, if you do have your Libero, you need to be careful with Akashi and Bokuto, because it needs to be Akashi setting to Bokuto. You want to pay attention to see if your Libero is receiving or not, because it's not always going to go to Akashi the set. You just got to be a little careful. So Nishinoya received it here, I think, so I think I'm okay. Yeah. And then Bokuto Spike, 995,000, so I'm already at 3.2 million. SP Kogane is here. Oh my goodness, the SEA server is going crazy. I wish everybody good luck on their polls. Oh, emergency set. Yo. I will get Oikawa SR4 anyway for club contest, so it should be okay. Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. What are these camera angles? Oh no, it wasn't a crit set. Oh, it was still a 703,000 though. So as you can see, with 2 minutes to spare, we already hit the 4 million mark. I think. Oh yeah, so I didn't do club contest this week. Last week I rushed it, and I got 6 million, which wasn't. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. But I know I could get more because the week prior I got 9 million. So. Wow, I got really lucky there. I got a crit spike on a Nishinoya set. That rarely happens. Because the thing is, critical plays only happen when it's Nishinoya setting. It only happens by Aaron's awareness, and I don't have awareness built on him at all. I think I have like 5%, so that was really lucky. Why don't you use Kuro instead? Because Hirogami boosts power attack. Oh no. Let's see if we can get another Akashi set here. Or not. So as you can see, like, Aaron is recovering stamina every round. So I don't necessarily need... I was using, what's his name? Sugawara a lot. I've kind of realized that I don't really need him to. 1.1 million on the spike alone, right there. So that's why, like, for me, I need Bokuto on the court, because even though Aaron is getting more spikes consistently, I guess you could say, the one shot from Bokuto is great. So this is probably going to go to Nishinoya, if I'm assuming correctly. Yep. So this is probably going to be a regular spike. 260. So we finished with 7.2 million. Again, you'll probably notice that you do get a higher score in specialty trial versus what's it called, versus club contest, because here the weekly buff. So when your side's lineup specialty counters the opponent's, increase the power of all actions by 30%, and then if it's quick spike power, it's another 60% additionally. So you'll probably notice if you're using quicks, or especially if it's a power week, you'll notice you'll probably be getting a lot more. Grand Tour is open right now. We'll go grind, man. Go grind. I'm doing my thing. I don't know how long Grand Tour's open for. We might do that later. If I'm able to. What is this? Oh, match guess. Okay, so let's go to the store here. What the heck? Actually, no. I do need to see. So what characters do I not have? Yachi, Sportswear, Fukurodani, and Nekoma. Those are the only ones I don't have? So I have both of these? Oh, this is own 0. Oh no, that's the fragment. Oh, okay. So we don't have Fukurodani. So I might do that one. Let me double check. Let's see, do I have both? Yeah, I have Cheer Captain and I have Spring Wears. Okay, so that is accurate. I also have Winter Wear. Yeah, so I think I should go Fukurodani. Unlucky 0 skill game. Yeah, that's why we play Kuroko's basketball. You gotta try to get top 100 and Grand Tour. You get a contest resistance +3 from the title you get. Is it like top 100 like immediately, or is it like you have to wait for the period to end? Let's get Fukurodani here. And then I think I have to consume it? No. It's already there. It's gonna be a long while waiting for Karai. I might just pull Kunmi or Oikawa just cuz. Just cuz is crazy. I recently deleted the game, but my account is stacked. I don't doubt it. Oh yeah, somebody asked about the Nishinoya. I think he does. So he doesn't have like a direct one, but he has one with him as long as you have the UR Kageyama and the Tanaka as well. If we go to Hinata's page, I think it's just the same thing. Okay, so I believe everything is done. We check the store, we're at 30,000 gems. What's going on here? We did all the club stuff. Free time is done. I collected all of this, right? Yes, I did. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to exit out of the game real quick. Where is it? 30,000 gems, you know, sharing is caring. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. We'll throw the music back on. Turn it down a little bit. And then, so again, if you're not joined in the Discord, you can do so with the link in the description. And then you'll have access to this, and then you can post your team for a review. If you forgot minigames, I don't have time for minigames. Minigames are cool. They're cool, but I'm like, whatever. No, I'm not in the Japan server. I'm only in the global. Alright, Ethan, take care. Alright, so from the people in the chat, I remember seeing, I believe it was Kobe first. So he says, this is my current team. Plan to get the festival trio, then later Hirugami and Kurai. And maybe Tendo's still deciding. So that's... No, that's 2 middle blockers. Although Tendo's depends on how many tickets and gems I have left. Well, the thing is, it's Festival Trio, then Tendo, then Kurai Hirugami. So you have to keep that in mind. Looking at your team here, a receive type team, you got Sakuza, Komori, I believe. No, this is somebody else. Anyways, so we have Kurai here as well. We have Genjima. So receive being 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Genjima does have to be here. If I'm looking at your team balance wise, there's no middle blocker here. Like there's Tsukishima, but I'm assuming he comes off with the libero, and then Kurai is your main middle blocker at that point. So there is no receive middle blocker, is there, other than Hinata? There's Kuro as well, but he's gone. So I guess like, this kind of has to be the case, which is kind of unfortunate. What other team type could you get? I think Genjima's power as well, so that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can also be power. I'd probably try to be a power team. But then no, you still need a middle blocker. There is no power middle blocker. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I think you would need to change your setter, because Kageyama is a quick setter at that point. So maybe you bring in Akashi for Kageyama, and then you swap out Genjima for a middle blocker. You know, Washio is absolutely fine. Just because the balance of your team, like you have good receivers, right? You have all the 4 guys on the outside to receive. Kageyama as a setter in this team is not ideal, because you want to pair him with the likes of Hinata, Tsukishima if he was on the court, stuff like that. But the other characters are fine, but you just need to swap the Genjima and the Kageyama to get the most optimal balance, in my opinion. But other than that, this team is absolutely fine. The festival trio, so that would be Oikawa would be here, Ushijima would be here, and then Iwaizumi would be here. I'm a little confused on like that whole situation. And then Tendo, I guess will definitely be an upgrade here. But if you're getting Kurai Hirugami, like who comes out at that point? Does Sakuza come out at that point? If you want to get all 5 of those guys in, like all 5 of these would be replaced by the SPs. I mean, it's not a terrible idea. So that's why I'm like the Tendo, I would say maybe not. Especially if you are picking up the Hirugami and you have him like actually blocking and not being replaced by the libero, then I don't think you need Tendo. My SP opposite hitter goes to the bench. I wouldn't do that, because like, okay, it's not a bad idea if he's skill res 2, because his skill res 2 says when he's on the bench he recovers stamina for the team. But middle blockers, other than the like SP Hinata and the SP Kuro, are not good receivers. That way you would want the Komori to take them out instead, middle blockers typically. And then if you look at Sakuza, he's a receive type, so the developers, they gave him good receive stats as well as a receive skill. And the same thing with Kunimi, he has a receive skill and he's a receive type, so he will have better receive stats. That way you want them on the court, because the ball's not necessarily going to always go to your libero for the receive, right? So for example, if he is taking out Kunimi right now, the ball might go to Tsukishima and then you might lose the point based on whatever calculation they do, right? So in my opinion, you should, with this team, replace the back row middle blocker with the libero, but overall you need a middle blocker in the front row. Shout out to Emder with the sub on Twitch with Prime. I also posted a team review. Yeah, I saw your name. So yeah, I think right now with your team, you do have the you don't need to pull for any new characters, which is a good thing. You do need to upgrade, or maybe like swap out memories and potentials from these guys over here. Well, I guess you can't do it with the middle blocker, but you know what I mean. The fix is pretty quick in terms of balance. But in the future, the only one I would put a question mark is Tendo. These four though will work really well together. Sorry, one, two, these five will work out really well together. But you have to consider it's probably going to be the SSRs, and then it would have to be Kurai. That's 4. And then maybe at that point Kunimi goes to the bench, because I don't know if you want to play with Kunimi and you want to play with Ushijima, even though they'll work well together. Like that's not an issue. I'm just saying, like, in terms of team balance. But in terms of a team rating, I'd probably give you like a 7. I think 7 out of 10. Alrighty. Oh yeah, by the way, you don't need to tag me. So I saw Irwin's did that. Alrighty, so let's do Emder now. So they said, hey Rahul, right now I don't have any good setters, so I just wait for Oikawa and then Kurai Hirugami afterwards. And the second picture is the team I'm going for. Should I change anything in my rotation? I heard that Tsukishima will be swapped for the Libero and the bond doesn't work. I don't know how to fix it right now. So yeah, with deployable bonds, the 2 characters or the 3 characters, whoever's involved, the deployable bond, the characters need to be on the court for it to be active. But the other bonds, they don't need to be on the court. They don't even need to be in their team. They can be in the reserves as long as they're in your account. Those other bonds will still take effect, but the deployable bonds, you need them on the court at the same time. So not just the team. If the Libero takes out the middle blocker, then that's a problem. All good, Irwin's, all good. Yo, what's going on, Gamer? So in terms of your rotation, first I have to ask, your SP Tsukishima, what is the build? Is it the offensive one or the defensive one? It is the defensive one. Okay. And then you have the Libero coming in for the back row middle blocker, and right now it's Tsukishima is what's happening. What's your highest club contest score? 9 million. Oh my goodness, somebody asked me something in Spanish. Let me see if my Spanish still works. Do you know if... No. Do you know... Hold on. Do you know... I'm trying to convert this into actual English, not the like Spanish to English. He's basically asking me, do you know when Kenma's coming to global? I'm assuming you're asking the original version. There's the original, so the SP Kenma is coming next rebanner, which would be, isn't that this week? So there'll be an SP Kenma tomorrow. The version 2 Kenma though, that'll be in November-ish. So okay, yeah, so back to this team. So right now what the game does is for the back row Libero, the Libero replaces a position in the back row, but if there's multiple positions, so right now you have 2 middle blockers, what that means is it'll take the character with the lower receive stat and take them out. So your Tsukishima coming, like if it's your Tsukishima coming out, that just means your Hirugami has a higher receive than him. So your easy fix for that, honestly, is just to swap Kuro and Tsukishima. Because Kuro will, I'm like 99% sure, have a higher receive than your Hirugami. That way, Komori comes out. Komori replaces Hirugami. Then you have Kuro in the back is still there, and then Tsukishima's in the front. So, I think that fixes it. In terms of the rest of your rotation, if your Tsukishima is defensive, you probably do want him in the front row longer. So I'd probably, so if I were you, and I think I know your team build, I would have probably Yeah, Sakuzad 1. I would have Hirugami at 6. That way your libero's in for a longer period of time. I would have, I think, Kurai at 5. No, sorry, no. It would have to be Kuro. Sorry, Kuro at 5. Tsukishima at 4. Kurai at 3. And then I think leftover is just Ione, right? So Ione can stay at 2. So that's what I would do. I think if I did that right. And then your future team. So you already have the Kuro. Your Tsukishima's not here. You already have Komori. So what are you asking about your future team? I guess just an opinion. So again, yeah, Kenma and Lev together are really good. The Yamamoto, if you can get the Tanaka, that'd be ideal. But looking at the rest of your team, I think, yeah, I think if possible, I would have Tanaka here instead of Kuro. But you don't need that, if that makes sense. Should I change something in that team? I heard to get Ushijima 2. Not really. I don't think it's necessary. I think I would prefer Tanaka in this situation, especially if you have these 3 already. You might as well complete it with Tanaka rather than Ushijima. Because again, Hirugami and Kurai are still like their URs where you put them in any team. So they stay. And then the rest of your, the core of your team is the Kenma Lev. So you might as well do Yamamoto, Tanaka as well. And then you still have 2 middle blockers to block. You have the offense, you have the setting, you have the receive ability as well with Yamamoto, Kenma, Kurai. Komori comes in as well. So it's a pretty well-rounded team if you bring in Tanaka. I think right now you just have a little bit too much into blocking. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Your team, again, like this situation, you have 4 middle blockers. You know what I mean? I think you're just lacking a little bit more offensively. Holy shit, I just realized. My brother, you do not have a setter. You do not have a setter. I just realized. I was like, damn, he's got 4 middle blockers. I thought you had 3 in your team. I know technically Komori sets, so it's not the end of the world. But if he receives, somebody else has to set. I do see the Akashi on the bench, but I guess maybe for a higher team rating, you have these guys out here. Oh, you said that, I mean. Well, it's not that you don't have a good setter. You do have a good setter. You just don't have a setter. Yeah. So the only reason, like, I'd give this team probably like a 9 out of 10, maybe like a 9.25. The only reason why I wouldn't give it any higher is just because of the balance. I think quality of characters, you have enough for like pretty much a 10. But you don't have a setter, and probably one more offensive player. Maybe if your Tsukishima was offensively built. Maybe. This whole time I thought we were just assuming he was subbing Akashi. I didn't realize. How does multi-block work? Do you need 3 or just 2? I think just 2. I think. But it's random, right? Like it doesn't, like you don't control that. Akashi's a bit low. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because you're losing what, 2,000? Yeah, it's like well, it's only 1,000 if you take out Hirugami. So, I don't know. Alright, so that was Emder. We did Kobe's, and then there is... Was it this one? Hold on, let me read the chat. I think. Yeah, it was. Alright. It's random for sure, but the majority of blocks are multi-man. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because I didn't even, like, until Ione came out, I didn't even know multi-blocks were a thing. I was like, I click one character, their abilities, and then it's like everybody jumps anyways. I'm like, okay. Who is your best blocker? That'd be SP Aone. How long have you been playing this game? Since launch, so August 1st of 2025. Until Red Panda talked about it, I assume Multi-Man was just the dotted blocks. I thought originally, like when I first saw it, I was like, does that mean like you have people with block tags in the front row? Like I was so confused, but it just randomly happens. Because like there's some plays where you have like all three of your guys jump. There's some plays where like two of them jump. I just didn't even know that. All right, so Shiro said, hello, I was able to get both Suki and Kuro here. My problem is I don't know what SP banner to get next. The only one I know is SP Ione to complete the trio. Should I wait for Kamete Duo, or is there any good suggestions? Well, I will say, out of the three of these guys, plus Ione is the one where you can pass. And Akashi and Bokuto will still be a good duo together. So looking at your team, you are a power team. You have 2 quick tag players. Looking at your bench, there's Lev as well. So if you did want to be a quick team, I do see the SSR Kageyama as well. It looks like you have the means to do that. So I don't think you need a quick attack. Like you don't need the SP twins, for example. If you want to build around Bokuto, again, the only thing is you need team morale to happen fast. So with that, so what you can do is you can either build a team morale specific team, or you can have a strong team around him. That way, by the time Team Morale Awakening happens, your other characters use their ults, and then he uses his, and by the time he uses his, the cooldown for the other ults are done, and then you kind of repeat the cycle. So with that being the case, looking at your team, I do like the blocking of Tsukishima at 4. Hinata, technically I just look at it as like an opposite hitter, to be honest, even though he's technically positioned as a middle blocker. So looking at your team, I think you're lacking in the receive department a little bit. So I think in a perfect world you would have the SP Hinata rather than the regular one. The only thing is you don't. So what do we do instead? The next SP banner, I mean, honestly, Kunumi is not bad here, right? Like you could replace Hinata with Kunumi. I think you lose the cards from a team bond at that point though, so that is something to consider. With your team rating being 105,000, I think it is worth it to drop the team bond at that point. I recommend team bonds till around like 70,000, 80,000 for new account people. I do see the Daichi on the bench, but considering that Kunumi is receive and power, there's Sakuza that's receive and power, there's Korai that's receive and power, like having a only a receive character that's not a libero, I would probably pass on. So the next SP banner to come out would be, I want to say Iwaizumi is power and receive, I think. So we can do maybe the SP Iwaizumi, upgrade the SSR one. Korai is the safest. So what I would do is I'd probably just like start saving your diamonds now. I think the balance of your team is good enough for now. I would say save up your diamonds, and then when Iwaizumi and Ushijima come out, take a look at their stats. Sorry, not the stats. Take a look at their skills and their tags. If it's power and receive, because I don't remember if they are, I would definitely consider getting them. If not, I would just get Korai and Hirugami is your next target. Are you on Twitch? I am. No, it's not the same name as my TikTok. You can see the banner right here if you're on TikTok. That's my YouTube. And then if it wants to change, that's my Twitch. So we're currently live on all three. Iwaizumi is power and receive. Okay, yeah, so I would probably just do the upgrade there. But if you want to get a quote-unquote new character, that way you don't have to replace your Iwaizumi, you can get the Korai. Ushijima's power and serve. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So yeah, if I were you, I'd probably do the EY. If you're saving now, you could maybe do both, EY and Korai, but the Hirugami might be a bit of a stretch. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So in terms of a team rating, I'd probably give you, let's see. Would I give the last one? No, not that one. This one. So I give this one a 7. I think this one is slightly better. I mean, it's not that deep in terms of a rating. I give this one like a... actually, that one had Cry and Sakusa. I give this one a 7 as well. I think they're about the same. I don't know if they're still in the chat, but I will tag. I did it. All right. Who else? Kicks? No, it wasn't Kicks. It was wasn't it Irwin? Was this? I mean, that looks good. But you see how there's no Tendo? And if you bring in Tendo, you have to break this up. And then maybe in the future you can get a Skill Rise 2 Kunami, and then that way he'll be useful. Or maybe like if Ushijima just starts dying in terms of stamina, you can just do that sub. I swear, didn't Irwin do a... Didn't he do one as well? Maybe not. He is Skill Rise 2? At 18k? What memory do you have on him? Are they not like upgraded all the way? Like the memory and stuff? Like I know like the getting him to level 80 will get him to like 22? 23? It's his potential that's not upgraded fully? Oh, interesting. Ultimate theories. Yo, can you please do my team? What's your... My user is pure guessing. Let's see if I can find it without having to search them. Yeah, I can. From... Type. From... And it looks like it's this one. Holy shit, March 29th. My bad, gang. Like his potential are like level 6. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I think Skill Rise 2 should be like 27,000 when everything's fully upgraded. So he says, rate my team out of 10. I'm thinking about getting UR Sakusa and SP Oikawa. Alright. And maybe SP Kuro, so you did get SP Kuro. And SP Strong Guy. SP Strong Guy. Very strong. He hit ball hard. Right now I'm trying to get SR United to get a quick attack team. What do you think? I have 8,000 gems. Ushijima. Okay, so you got the SP Kuro with Tsukishima. So I'm assuming... Do you want to just send a screenshot of your updated team? Maybe that'll make things easier. Because this was a month ago. I'll send another one eventually. Okay, so you replaced Kageyama and got Iwaizumi. So you have a power team, assuming? Or do you not have a team type? Let's see. So you got Kuro. I'm assuming replaced Dendo? No, you probably replaced Suna. I'm just having a hard time picturing this. And then you want Oikawa and Ushijima with UR Sakusa. So you would definitely be a power team. In the future, at the very least. I don't think you are right now. So balance-wise, I think you're good. Because you have... Well, I'm assuming I would probably build the offensive version of Tsukishima if possible, so make sure his attack technique is higher than his defense technique. That way you have Tsukishima, Iwaizumi, and then somebody else to hit. Then you have Daichi receiving, you have your Libero receiving, and then you have those two SPs for blocking, and then I'm assuming one of these guys as well. So I think your balance is fine. And then, yeah, if your line of specialty is... If it's not power right now, it will be power, so I think that's fine. Right now with 8,000 gems though, so the thing is, if we go to the general chat and we take a look at this. So right now we're here. We're like in between these two. And they come out here. So with 8,000 gems... And I'm assuming you spend those gems on the Kuro as well, right? So you probably have less than that. So... It's not looking great. It's not looking great. Do I get SP Oikawa or UR? I think at this point you would want to get the SP one. Because if we're looking at setters in the game, like the UR one's not bad by any means, but like Sugawara is SP, Akashi's SP, we now have Kogane's coming out. He's SP, Oikawa, Atsumu. We have Kenmud's 2 versions. We have Kageyama, that's not here yet in this graphic. So I think I'd probably get the SP one. Only issue with the UR one is we don't know when you can actually obtain that as well. That's the only issue. Because if the UR one was coming out at some point soon, I would just say get the UR one, but we don't know when that would be, so then you're going to be stuck with the SSR one for however long. That's the only issue. So I'd probably say the SP one, but if you're really like hell-bent on getting the Ushijima, then it's not the end of the world. Yo, Emiro, what's up? I just realized SP Osamu is a setter? What? Is he? Or like he has the set tag maybe? Yeah. Flame says my team made me play through a 5-24 loss game and they blame me when the Akashi couldn't score once and I'm playing as Murasaki Bara. Oh my god. No, he has a set skill. That makes sense. Do you do team ratings? I send my team in your Discord server. What's your username? Did it refresh? It was 0 to 17 at the start, my lord. We got HM4. Alright, so this is my team after getting Sakusa on his rerun. I also put the team I'm planning to build. Is it viable for a free-to-play player? And is it the right way to go? And then the edit was... Why can't I... That's today. I currently have one... For some reason, I'm like, what month is that? Dumbass. I currently have 120 SP tickets saved up with 40 pity and 17,000 diamonds. So, again, 100 tickets is 15,000 diamonds. So, that's 100 and... however many. With the 120 we already have 40 pity. So let's see, right now with the future team, the only URs you have are Sakusa and Komori. Shout out to Brayden for the follow on Twitch. So you have these two, so you want to pull Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima, Kurai, Hirugami. So the thing is, let's just say you have 17,000 diamonds right now, and then we have to wait. It would be 1 week? No. So hold on. Kogane is replacing Hinata. No. Kenma's replacing Hinata. Kogane. So there's gonna be 3 SP banners. Right? There's gonna be the Kenma rebanner, Kogane, and then what the hell? I'm blanking. The third guy, Kunimi, right? Because Kunimi's been out for a week. So then Kunimi gets replaced next week? Hold on, am I tripping? Hinata's done this week. He gets replaced by Kenma. Kogane comes out with the chain pack and his own banner, I would assume. And then Kunimi's out. So then next Wednesday... Is Akashi coming next Wednesday? No, that doesn't make sense. I said Akashi. Oikawa, sorry. Right, because we assumed... What did they do with the Ione? Was Ione only out for 1 week? Or was he out for 2 weeks? Do you guys remember? Because I know he came early. He came a week early. So Ione was here March 11th, and then he existed until March 25th. And then nothing happened after that. So okay, so it's connected with Kunimi. Because Kogane is connected with... Well, he's on his own now. So does that mean Oikawa's coming April 29th now? Because that's 2 weeks after Kunimi. Bro, this is all fucked up in my head, I'm not gonna lie. With this happening now, I'm so confused. I am so confused. Because technically Kenma and Kogane are connected as well. Damn. Interesting. Well, anyways, back to this. The reason why I was like asking is if Oikawa comes out like next week, that means Iwaizumi comes out in 3 weeks. That means Ushijima comes out in 5 weeks. That means Kurai comes out in 9 weeks. No, sorry. Kurai and Hirugami come out like a month and a half later. So never mind. I think you'll be able to get these 3. I think. You do have to get a little bit lucky, I think. But these 2 after that, I don't know. I just hit my mic. You don't think they would leave 1 week without an event? No. No, they would not. So yeah, I think you'll be able to get the trio. I just don't know about Kurai Hirugami afterwards. And also, if we're talking about memories, I don't think you'll be able to get their memories. At least not all of them. But I do like this team, right? You have the Aoba Josai like connection here with all their bonds. Then you have Karai Hirugami, you have Sakuza Komori. So this team is like, it's like the best team you can probably have without SP characters, I think. Maybe like excluding Ushijima. So this is a good team, but the thing is, now that we have SP characters come out, I guess I would have to like scale down my rankings. So I'd probably give this one like a 7.5. But like in the past, when these guys first came out, this would be like 8.5. Maybe even like a 8.75. But yeah, so I would consider like, let's see, who do you have left over? It's these three. Oh, you have Karai Hirugami. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. If you just have like the UR versions of Karai Hirugami instead with these three, like you'll be fine. So that's not bad. You're not in the worst case scenario if you can't get the SP versions of them. You still have the UR versions. Alrighty, so who said their thing first? I believe it was Savaz. Yeah, it was Savaz, then Emiro. So I made this team because I like the twins and quick attacks, but I don't know what to do, or I don't know what to get in the future. Also, I pulled Kunimi on a hunch after not playing for a while because I had the gems. So looking at him, it looks like it's a skill res 1 Kunimi. So again, really strong power attacker that likes, you know, awareness and strength. The only thing is with the twins, especially the UR version of Atsumu, is he doesn't like, you know, distributing awareness and stuff like that. So like this Kunimi, for example, is really strong with the SP Akashi, who is a power setter who distributes awareness and stuff like that. I do see you have Kageyama and Hinata. So like, honestly, if you just like exclude Kunimi, to be honest, this team's not bad, right? It's arguably the best quick attack team you could have without SP characters. The thing is, I think you're missing like a middle blocker. So like there is the Tsukishima. He's still quick attack tagged. So if you did want to drop like Hida, maybe, for him, and have him in the front row. I think that's the only thing you're missing really is a middle blocker in this situation. I don't really switching Komori for some reason. Well, Komori would help as well, right? Because Komori can block. Sorry, no. Sorry, I thought you meant Karai. You don't switch in Komori at all. You should switch in Komori for at least Hida, because even though I know the deployment bond won't happen then, Komori's way better at receiving than Kida. I'm all over the place. He's your best player on your team, and you're not playing him. So I would either do Kida, but if you want to keep Kida on the court, I would maybe do the back row setter and take out Kageyama. Maybe like swap Kageyama and Atsumu, their positions, and then do like back row setter maybe. That way your first turn you can do the Hinata Kageyama attack, and then when the rotation happens, then Kageyama can come out for Komori. That's also an option. But balance-wise, I would say, yeah, you want to figure out the Komori situation with either Kida or a setter, and then you want to get a middle blocker in there as well. Kunimi's fine. Kunimi's fine here. So in terms of team rating, probably a 7.75? Maybe? 7.5? I wish there was a defend more chat. I mean, there is man-to-man. Played with a Midoriyama who blamed the whole team when he didn't defend once. Yikes. No, get SP Karai Hirugami. If you have a style advantage, they get like 20% stat boost. I mean, like, the thing is though with them is like literally for every single team review, I could be like, get SP Karai Hirugami and just call it a day. You know what I mean? Like that, but I do like providing like an alternative. Genuinely pissed me off. Like, how can you be so brain dead? Yeah, there's people like that. All right, let's do Emiru next. Oh, if I don't get them, who would you recommend? Shoot, who was that for? No. Oh, I would just keep the UR ones. They still do their job in this team. All right, next up we got Amiro. The username, let me just get it right. Alrighty. Hey bro, I started 3 to 4 weeks ago and I don't know which player I should save and I don't know what like opposite hit. Oh, what's like OP in a team? That's not opposite hitter, right? Like, that's OP, overpowered. Could you rate my team and recommend me somebody and what I should do? Appreciate your videos. Thanks for the kind words. I think every character has their use in this game, but it depends on the team as well. So I think you have the right idea here. The only issue is I do see a lot of middle blockers. You can treat your Hinata again like an opposite hitter. Your Tsukishima, in this team I would consider building him the defensive version. That way you have a really good middle blocker who blocks. Kageyama being your setter is absolutely fine. And then for your team, the quick attack team, you only need 4. I see 5 here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can replace one of the quick attack players that you don't need for probably just a wing spiker that can like hit. So I see you have Iwaizumi and Aaron. I would say Iwaizumi's better, in my opinion. Aaron's better for club contest, but general play, Iwaizumi's better. So I would probably try to upgrade your Iwaizumi and stuff and put him in over, I think, the practice Kuro. I would rather keep Suna, I think. I think Suna's slightly better. So I'd probably bring Iwaizumi for that. And then have Yaku take out your back row. I'd probably still do back row middle blocker, but have Suna at slot 6. I would have Tsukishima at slot 4. That way he can, like, he starts here from blocking, and then when the rotations start happening, like, he's in the front row, in the front row, in the front row, you know what I mean? Hinata, he actually is a good receiver, so he's actually better. I wouldn't say he's better in the back row, but he definitely can play in the back row. But the issue is, if you're doing back row middle blocker for your libero, he might get replaced at some point, so you might want to have him maybe like swap these two, right? Have Hinata at least at slot 5 for 1 rotation. That way his receivability, he can still provide that boost of basic stats to your team, and then Tsukishima can block. Tanaka here, I don't think you have anybody with a serve ability, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure if the practice Kageyama has one. He might actually, so I think that's actually fine. Yeah, the rest of your team is good. And again, so because you are in the Discord, just take a look at this in the general chat. Just take a look at this. I would say Oikawa, Iwaizumi, Ushijima are a little bit iffy right now because they're close to coming out. That way, that means that if you're a free-to-play player, new account, it might not be possible to get them. I would try to look for Karai Hirogami if possible. If not, for your team is a quick team, but with the Hinata, you can become receive. So I would consider maybe these 4 being a receive team. Because I think Kenma is 1, Yamamoto's 1, and Tanaka might be. But you have receive characters anyway, so, or at the very least, you can pick them up in the meantime. So I would look to these characters potentially. But yeah, in terms of a team rating, probably like a 6.5, 6.75 out of 10. Alright, Flames, we'll see you later. There's a K&B stream. When is Uncle working overtime today? Yeah, dude. I'd probably, I think it's 7. So I'm gonna end stream in about 10 minutes, then take a break, go eat, go chill with my dog, and then come back at 7-ish or maybe 8. Emerald says, I got 50 pulls still guaranteed, and I'm waiting for Oikawa. Should I pull him? I would say no, because Kageyama works better in the team you currently have. It depends on who you're getting afterwards. If you do pick up Oikawa, you might want to get like the Iwaizumi or the Ushijima, but if you can't do that, I would say save it for Kurai, somebody who's more of a guarantee to be in your team that works, rather than you needing other characters around him, if that makes sense. Like the Oikawa will work with Tanaka and Hinata, but then for the rest, maybe not as much. Mischievous Nova says, if I weren't to use Sakuza or Kunimi, who would you advise me to get instead? What was your team? This one? In this team, you're saying? Like in your future team or your current team? The thing is, I really like Sakuza here because he has the bond with Komori. So like, I don't know. It is one of those things where Komori on his own is fine. But if I had to choose, looking at your team, you have Oikawa, you have Kurai. I think I would change your rotation around, so maybe having Kurai at slot 4. No, sorry, Hirugami at 4, Kurai at 3 or 5. Probably 5. That way you don't really have to worry about the middle blocker situation, because Kurai can block, right? I think having him at 5, having Hirugami at 4, and then you would have Ushijima at, let's just say, 2, because he has a serve ability. And then you have Blank at 3. Iwaizumi receives. I'd get a character. Honestly, Kunimi kind of fits the bill. Because I'm like, I'd get a character who can hit hard and can receive. That just is Kunimi. But you said other than Kunimi and Sakuza. So I'd say probably. I'm debating between Tanaka and Yamamoto. I'm trying to remember who does what. I think Tanaka's skills are crazier. The only thing is, I don't think your team puts debuffs on the opponent. Honestly, dude, I think Sakuza or Kunimi is actually your best option. If I'm being totally honest. I said, dude, I'm assuming your gender. I'm so sorry. But if Kunimi and Sakuza are the better options, which should I stick with? Now that's an interesting question. I'd probably say Sakuza just because he has the bond here, and then your Kunimi can be on the bench, skill res 2, providing stamina. I think that makes sense. Ask M.Dot to play tonight. I probably should. Emeru says, I have a little budget to like for characters I want to try Oikawa, Ushijima, and after that Kamete Duel. I mean, if you can get them. If you can get them, that'd be, I mean, that's great, but I'm considering it as like a free-to-play player, you know what I mean? All right, it is 4:57. If anybody else wants their team to be reviewed, I have time for one more. What's in the flex chat? The top 3 players with the most attack victories each week will be featured on the honor wall. Let's go, Deku! So 7 p.m. stream then, I think? So yesterday I went from 7 to 11. That was a little bit too long. I think I want to go till 10 today, so yeah, I think I'll do 7 to 10. We got Irwin's. Alright, let's do it. I knew you put one in. Or at the very least, you messaged in the chat. I just couldn't find it. I knew it. Alrighty. Oh, it's because I already clicked on it. Dumbass. It was the one I got tagged in. I remember seeing it. Alright, so I was wondering if I should get anyone for a banner or re-banner. I'm also free to play, so any tips would be appreciated. Of course, we had Sammy helping out. So So here's the before and after. So this was your team. So it was power with these three. And then afterwards, interesting. So you got the Hinata and replaced Kyotani, but then you still have both Oikawa and Akashi on the floor. So two setters aren't bad, but if there is something to improve on, you can maybe change that. So you said any sort of banner or rebanner. I mean, I think, yeah, obviously Tsukishima would have been nice here, but not necessary. Let's see, your power team was Akashi, Bokuto, Ushijima, Oikawa. So maybe when the game starts, you can sub out one of the power guys that you're not using. I was thinking getting SP Kenma. Yeah, so Kenma would be really good because he has the bond with Hinata and with Kuro. So I would definitely consider the SP Kenma rebanner that's potentially coming out tomorrow. The only thing is at that point, do you lose your team type? No, because Kenma's received, so then you have Komori, Kenma, Hinata, Kuro, Bokuto. That's 5. Yeah, I think Kenma is probably your best one, if I'm being totally honest. Let's see. Thanks for answering. It's already 2 a.m. here. Oh no, my European viewers. Jazz says, I'm waiting for the quick team with 3 setters to see how that works with Kageyama SP. I haven't seen anything with the Jazz trio. But it'll be interesting to see. Flame says, I need 100 gems, then I can get Zone Lightning. It's over for y'all. Oh my god, he's been playing Zone Aomine with no Zone Lightning. Is crazy. For the Kenma rebanner, SEA player here, and there's no rebanner yet. Ooh. So maybe next Wednesday? Do you think it would be a good idea to get SP Kunimi 2? Yeah, I think at that point, like, Ushijima doesn't really serve a purpose in this team. And I think the SP Kunimi... Because looking at your Ushijima, I don't think he's, like, skill res 2 or, like... You know, it doesn't even look like he has, like... Whether it's potentials or memories, like, it's not even, like, fully upgraded. So I think at that point, for your team rating as well, I think, like, this team rating. Getting the SP Kunimi would be nice. Again, power and receive. You would be a receive team. You also have a little bit of flexibility with the power side of things as well. So if you can, I would, but I would prioritize the Kenma. Kogane is out here now. I don't think they'll do 3 SP banners at the same time. Okay, so then that means that... So it's Kogane that replaced Hinata, not Kenma. And then the Kunimi... So that means that they pushed the rebanners back. So that means that Kunimi... Sorry, no, that means that Oikawa still can come next week. Is Kogane out for a week or 2 weeks? So if Kogane's out for 2 weeks, that means they're pushing the Kenma rebanner till the first week of May. And then they're bringing Oikawa end of April? Which seems backwards to me, but... possible. So yeah, for you, I would say definitely Kenma first, and then if possible, Kunimi. 2 weeks, Kunimi might be replaced. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, the other way around. So yeah, Kunimi being done next week, which is April 29th. Then the Kenma rebanner happens for 2 weeks, starting April 29th. Then the Kogane banner ends May... What day is that? May 5th? 6th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So May 6th then would be Oikawa. That makes more sense because the original date for Oikawa was May 13th. Yeah, that makes more sense. If they're trying to speed up the timeline, they're doing it by like 1 week. So that makes sense. So, okay, so it looks like Oikawa is coming on May 6th. That would make the most sense. And what were we saying? Yeah, so yeah, I would say definitely get the Kenma because that's 2 bonds right there. Your team, you don't lose your team type, you actually gain the receive one. And then, yeah, in a perfect world, you would get Kunimi as well to get a better version of an opposite hitter. But you can replace this Ushijima with anybody at that point. So if you feel like you're lacking in like blocking, you can put a middle blocker there. If you feel like you're lacking in receiving, you can put like a Kunimi or even somebody else who just receives. Or you can just use Ushijima as like the character your libero comes in for, if that makes it better. You know what I mean? Leaf spin better or lightning? I can get either of them. Oh shit, you don't have leaf spin either, dude. Holy fuck. Well, with the way you play, you need zone lightning. I think leap spin is technically better because that's both in zone and not in zone. But with the way you play and the way you're just spamming shit around, I would just go zone lightning. But yeah, in terms of team rating, like I think the other one was a 9.25 with the bounce being kind of off. I think this one, I don't think the bounce is as bad. Like the bounce is worse than the other team. So I'd say, I think I'd also give it like a 9.25, maybe like a 9, depending on what happens here. Alrighty, so that's gonna be it for today's Haikyu stream. Appreciate y'all being here. Again, if you want to join the Discord for more team reviews, then link is in the description down below. If you're on TikTok, you can join via the link in the bio. Just make sure you export it to your like Safari or Google Chrome, because the TikTok browser for whatever reason doesn't let people join. And yeah, subscribe, like for more. We will be back later today for some Kuroko's basketball. I'm thinking 8 o'clock because it's already 5:05. Kind of want to chill for a little bit. I think I'll do because I did today's stream, I think I'm a little bit more on the tired side. I don't have as much energy. So I think 2 hours today for Haikyu from 3 to 5, and then we'll do 2 hours 8 to 10 for Kuroko's. So we'll try to do maybe less customs in the beginning, and we'll do more ranked or grand tour or whatever the hell. We'll figure it out. So if you guys do want to stay tuned for that, make sure you have notifications turned on, follow and subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Is it better to get new trade or materials? In my opinion, new trade. All right, I will see y'all later. Peace.